Good morning, students. Today we are going to take a new grammar lesson. Okay, we are going to take the passive voice. When to use the passive voice? In general, the passive voice is less direct, okay, than the active voice. In the passive voice, we don't know the performer of the action. We don't know. We don't want to reveal the performer of the action. We don't want to know who is it. It's not important to know the performer of the action. Okay, so we use passive voice when you want to emphasize the receiver of an action. For example, we have a sentence here. This sentence is in the passive form. My bicycle was repainted by John. Okay. Here, my bicycle was repainted. The performer here, what is the difference between these two sentences? In the first sentence, we know the performer of the sentence. But sometimes we can use by plus the subject. My bicycle was repainted by John. And sometimes it's not important to say by. We can say my bicycle was repainted. The performer is not mentioned in this sentence, and the emphasis is on the bicycle and on the action itself. Okay, there are some steps to change from active to passive voice. The first step is after determining the subject, the verb, the object, we can underline the subject, the verb, and the object. After determining each of them, the first step we should follow is to start with the object. The second step is to bring verb to be according to the tense of the sentence. For example, if we have the sentence is in present simple, so verb to be will be am, is, or are. If we have the sentence in past simple, so verb to be will be was or were. If we have the sentence in present continuous, so verb to be will be am, is, or are plus being. If we have the sentence in past continuous, verb to be will be was or were plus being. Then we must bring the PP of the main verb. The PP of the main verb. And the fourth step is to put by plus subject. So these are the four steps. Let's say them again. The first step is to start with the object. The second step, bring verb to be according to the tense of the sentence. Then bring the PP. PP means the past participle of the main verb that we have in the sentence. And the last step is to bring by plus subject. Now, we have some sentences. We are going to do this exercise together. We are going to change the sentences here into the passive voice. So the first thing we should do is to underline and determine the subject, the verb, and the object. By this way, it will be easier for us to answer any passive sentences, to change into the passive, okay? So the first sentence we have, children cannot open these bottles easily. Here we have the subject is children, okay? The verb is cannot open, and the object is these bottles, okay? If we have any other words in the sentence, we can write them at the end of the sentence. So it will be, here we are going to start with the object. It will be these bottles cannot be opened by children easily or easily by children. Both of them will be correct. Then we have another sentence. The government built a road right outside her front door. Here we have the government is the subject, built is the verb, a road is the object. So it will be a road. This sentence is in the past simple and the first sentence was in the present. So it will be a road was built right outside her front door by the government. Okay, now let's move to the third sentence. Mr. Ross broke the antique vase as he walked through the store. So Mr. Ross is the subject, broke is the verb, the antique vase is the object. Then we have the rest of the sentence. We are going to write them at the end of the passive sentence. So it will be the antique vase was broken by Mr. Ross as he walked through the store. Okay, then we have another sentence. When she arrived, the changes amazed her. So we have when she arrived. We are not going to do anything with this sentence as we don't have an object. But the changes amazed her. Here we have this sentence. We have the changes is the subject, amazed verb, and here is the object. Okay, to answer this sentence, I'm not going to start with her. I'm going to change her to the subject. So the personal pronoun of her is she. Excellent. So it will be she was amazed by the changes. Okay. Then we have the construction, the last sentence. The construction workers are making street repairs all month long. Here we have the construction workers is the subject, are making is the verb, street repairs is the object. So the sentence will be like this. Street repairs are being made all month long by the construction workers, or street repairs are being made by the construction all month long. Both answers will be correct. Okay, thank you so much.